a hookworm to the brain. Ooh, welcome to The Breakup, the podcast about destroying the things you love by giving them away. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a little extra time, actually.
I feel a bit apologetic about it because...
Oh.
I cheated on you. With your girlfriend.
Gasp!
Behind your back.
Gasp! Because I wasn't in the room. I went out to eat lunch. It happened so quickly. Those 40 minutes, so much can change.
Well, I meant the podcast.
Oh.
Our secret trick of the breakout coming soon.
Coming soon.
Or is already out by the time this podcast...
Yeah, well, I'll probably put that one next, actually.
Yeah,
we'll put this one first. Or, time is not linear as has been established.
Where I leave the home.
Mm-hmm. And where I will leave the home soon as well.
Yeah.
So, I believe is my turn to go first this week. Oh, Jacob's happy. Jacob's real delighted.
So, I punished you, didn't I?
Yes, Jacob punished me.
What did I punish you with?
What was it? Jacob punished me with the first 2 seasons of the internet hit reality TV show on YouTube, Big Crits, which is a reality show,
I feel like,
or a dark mirror into the human soul about a group of Warcraft raiders.
I feel like, and this is asking a lot of you, Sam, and this isn't for the podcast, but if you edit in every time we mention Big Crits, like a shine.
Big Crits has one hell of a theme song, which is going to be stuck in my brain for a really long time.
Oh yeah, Celebrity by I forget the band name.
I know. I saw it every time. And I can't remember now.
It is
put that in the show notes.
Very confident in displaying itself as the hit reality.
I have to say, I watched it. I was like, that is a bold statement to start off with a song called Celebrity.
Yeah.
That is, I'll give you props.
Actually, let's dissect the opening as a whole.
Yeah, well, okay, let's get to that. But basically, in essence, I don't think, actually, that doesn't really require much explanation. The show is, they play Warcraft, and their guild.
They raid in World of Warcraft,
their
which
guild
means it's 25 plus people fighting dudes.
Yeah, they play the bosses, and admittedly, I didn't fully understand through all of the episodes what exactly it was they were doing.
It was indecipherable.
Yeah, incomprehensible. But what it does, like most reality shows, have talking head segments, which are the most interesting part of it, I think.
Yeah.
Where they kind of they vent or they talk about their conflicts with each other. I will say, though, that the show, I'm kind of surprised. Well, we'll see. I'm surprised at how popular it seems to be, because the show seems to follow this format. We're doing so great! We're doing fantastic! That is exactly how you kill the Lich King. That is exactly how we do this. Followed by, this sucks. We all suck. We wiped that night. We wiped all week. It was fucking sucks. I'm going to make a speech about Machiavelli. That's the show in essence. That Machiavelli thing. That's not an exaggeration.
That comes up with alarming frequency.
Yes, alarming frequency.
So I feel you should ask me a question.
Yeah. So Jacob, I don't think I can ask you why you like this, because I don't think you do.
I did like it.
You did like it. Okay.
Once upon a time.
Tell me your story.
Once upon a time in Mexico. When I was a young boy, playing the World of Warcrafts, doing that smack cocaine pretty hard.
It's a hard life.
Yeah.
It's a fun life.
And I really liked seeing this high-end competitive guild just doing their thing. And I don't want to get into the nitty-gritty of stupid detail bullshit here, but it was cool. And then I came back to it years later and realized, oh, this is awful. This is just a sad story where no one wins.
Yeah.
Except maybe Furioso. Except life shits on Furioso to the nth degree. Well, and then I didn't watch it again for a while.
Yeah.
And then I was in graduate school.
Thinking,
man, what the hell am I going to write about for 60 plus pages? And I went, idea. So I have been religiously watching Big Crits over the last 2 weeks. I looked over at Sam, my innocent, sweet young boy, and I went, I need to hurt you. I need to hurt you real bad.
Me interjecting with the little boy voice right now would not have worked after you said that. So kind of interestingly enough, I kind of dug this punishment. I going like you got kind of defeated this week.
It's more like I expected you to be. I wouldn't be studying it if it wasn't at least interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting.
It's like a train wreck.
Yeah, it is. I mean, primarily it is a bit boring because I found it so not incomprehensible. Really,
Niche.
It's just like I just don't care about World of Warcraft, and like because it's just a bunch of people talking about the nonsense, and this comes from a purveyor of nonsense. I professionally write nonsense, so coming from me, that means a lot. But what is interesting are the talking head segments and the little characters that form.
So let's break it down.
Yeah, let's break it down. So the main character, if there is a main character, is the leader of the guild,
Stony
Baby, who I commented the first. No, okay, so preface this: these are all real people.
Yeah,
they're probably perfectly nice in real life.
Their lives have grown beyond this point.
Reality shows are inherently deceptive and
toxic,
and so I am commenting on the characters that I am seeing in this show. They are characters. Stony Baby is just like this is. I commented to Jacob the first time I saw him. So this guy hasn't got a genuine moment on camera ever, huh? Just like. He's just talking nonsense. And I don't even mean in the terms of the World of Warcraft stuff. He's just like trying to create
this character.
A character who's kind of cool, but he's stern, but he's also like fun. What he reminded me of is if anyone, and I think maybe Jacob has seen this, those leaked videos of Tom Cruise talking about Scientology every time he was on camera. I just thought he was going to start talking about Thetans.
He looks like him too, but I guess Stony might take as a compliment. Is like,
yeah, he kind of looks like Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
but he's just like
Tom Cruise.
You know, and you're a Warcraft raider. You see a car accident, you know exactly what you do. You know exactly how you're going to get XP about it. You know the only one who's going to get XP out of that. Thetans. Yeah, no, I kept expecting him to talk about like tech and LRH, and so that was.
You're looking at your phone. Do you have notes?
I do have notes.
Oh my god!
I know. I took notes for once. The other character in this show is a fellow named Suzushiro, who
is still around on the internet.
Still around on the internet. Yeah, I found his Twitter. Suzushiro is always wearing a Batman shirt and is always annoying me. Whenever he appears,
I think because there are no rules to punishment. I got sort of an update on your mental state as time went on.
I will find the text that I sent Jacob.
A lot of them went on. I remember the text.
Suzushiro should be publicly stabbed with a batarang.
Publicly stabbed with a batarang.
He's just so annoying.
He is the internet funny man.
Yeah, he's internet funny, which is the last thing I find funny. He's always talking about. He's always making these vulgar dick jokes, and I don't like dick jokes because they're such a low form of humor. Or a good dick joke can be done, I suppose.
I mean, I find the internet funny, but there is
not enough ha-ha way.
No, I do. Don't judge me.
I'm kidding.
But,
go ahead.
There is a level of comedy that you find on the internet, which would be, say, if someone does something wrong, I'm going to break into your house, stick a funnel down your throat, and pour down 20 gallons of duck semen down.
Yeah, and he keeps being obsessed with teabagging people with the little, the characters in the game after they die.
That's everyone.
That is a thing, but it's very much him. Also, he for some reason he has their paper towel rolls, and he just they symbolize his dick, and he keeps slamming them into things. And the final episode that I watched, half of it felt like it was that. Him screaming and going not being very loud because the mic picks it up really well. So that he also they played this horrible Japanese music every time that he's on, and it's kind of racist.
Wow, you got invested hardcore into this because you're picking
I just hated that guy.
You're picking up details that even I wasn't privy to. I just let wash over.
Apparently, the paper towel roll is a thing. He shows up at BlizzCon. He's got a pile of them that he hands out to his friends.
Yeah,
that was the best episode. Where they actually go to BlizzCon and they meet each other.
Oh yeah,
because I think the flaw of the show is that you kind of just have to watch people play a video game.
Yeah,
and
whereas you watch them be vaguely human.
And they're all kind of together. They're hanging out and they're having fun. They also had serious audio issues, but that's
That's
kind of,
you being a sound designer.
Well, sometimes I just couldn't hear what they were saying because like their mics were so bad. There was another guy I didn't really like whose name was
Burble or something.
Burble. Well, who cares? Just an asshole. No, it was What Is Love? The English guy who's in the second.
Australian.
He's Australian. Okay, well, pardon me. He was very annoying too, but not as bad
Really?
as not as bad as Suzu.
This is new.
Well, it's because he's trying so hard to be a character.
I think it's the contacts.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Where he's got like super pale eyes. I think that might not endear you to him.
Maybe I was off.
Maybe those are his natural eyes.
The uncanny valley. No, I just kind of found him a bit grating. Oh, this is the other thing. So let's talk about the intro. The intro is scenes
this is what I wanted to start with.
So the scene, the intro is the song "Celebrity," which I think right here I'm going to play an excerpt because I doubt a lot of our listeners have seen this show.
Walk into the party, my name is at the door. I get myself a drink as I make it to the floor. I walk into the party, get my name at the door, but they want more. Do you wanna take a picture of me like I'm a celebrity? Shine, shine, the lights on me, a picture of me.
So now that you've seen that, it involves
This is an audio format.
Sorry, now that you've heard that. It involves their avatars dancing, like I think they're little taunts or something.
Yeah, well, no, it's just like a
They just
dancing
dance.
mode.
Yeah, they dance. And I'm like, every time
and
I
like their faces go by,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
looking cool, sunglasses.
Yeah. Every time they appeared, it was just like, this should not be. There's something truly disturbing about seeing those little characters
These
dancing.
weird dolls dancing out of tune to the music.
I don't know what it is. I found it very, very unsettling.
Very creepy.
I'm just like, no, I can't.
And then they keep looking at you. The doll's eyes unblinking. They stare at you, Sam. They stare through the computer monitor, and their pale, pixelated hands reach out to grab you by the throat. They have you, Sam. You were dead already.
I walk into the club. The door. So yeah, that was the other aspect. That's just a World of Warcraft thing, though. That's not particular to the show. Also, I noticed that like they got rid of. I'm sure that the guild had more women in it, but after the first season, the two women who were in that
They weren't good enough. They weren't good enough.
yeah,
fighters.
they're just gone.
They're just
rather unceremoniously.
Well, in one case that's particularly dark is the first women, one of the first women, I think, Kukulayan or whatever her name is,
something like that.
and she's like, "Oh man, I feel like this is kind of getting a bit like a hostile environment, and it's a bit too competitive, and I don't really like it." And she's falling behind, so she starts looking for a new guild, and Stoney had set up Google alerts like a sociopath to be like, when are people talking about our guild? When's it going on? When's it happening? And he sees her refer.
They talk about the tech, or they tell them about the tech.
Yeah, and she refers to having been a member of Big Crits when applying to another guild, and he immediately kicks her out.
He does that to the
Like a
other
few
guy
people,
too.
yeah.
There's a Cancer Man or something.
Cancer
like,
Boss.
Yeah, who was like his number 2 for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, major betrayal.
No, it's
Some drama. Well, I wanted more drama. I mean, if you're gonna watch a reality show,
season 3 is better for that.
Yeah, if you're gonna watch a reality show, it's got to have trashy drama, and it wasn't enough of that.
Season 3 has some of the more overt drama and also sexism.
Oh my!
Because they bring a lady back for season 3.
Well, there is a lady in the second season, but it's the wife or girl partner
of Grive.
Yeah.
And season 3, there is like some weird fucking shit that goes on.
shit.
Grive's wife gets effectively kicked out of the main raiding team, so he like personally attacks and badgers and harasses one of the healers until they are forced to leave the guild.
Wow.
Another woman, Belsi or whoever, who I personally think rightly complains that individuals weren't getting enough time to like get new gear, so things would be easier for them, and the sheer sexist comment sections of this bitch is an unlikable cunt. And just like, oh man, what a selfish bitch. Maybe she should go make me a sandwich. And she reads out these comments and then is never seen again.
Oh, really?
After like probably rightly leaving the show and guild.
Good for her. I kind of almost wish I had watched the third season.
No,
but
third season's better than the second season.
Well, maybe I this might be the only punishment I may actually like just to
Don't
see.
go
the
past season 3.
Yeah, no, I don't. Well, I found it kind of tedious after a while.
Also,
so.
can we dedicate some time to talk about Furioso?
Sure.
Decent human being.
Decent human being
Furioso,
Furioso.
the one dude.
So there's a moment. He's like, what does he do? What's his thing? Because I did not know what anyone did watching all this.
It doesn't matter. He's just a character.
He's just a nice guy.
Yeah.
He's in the second or first episode. He kind of mentions offhandedly that his wife is no longer part of the guild, or she doesn't want to raid anymore.
Yeah.
And he's not.
You
it's
at
not,
first took this as kind of
I
sad.
thought it was a bit much.
Yeah.
He's seen, not that he's fighting back tears, but there's sort of there's an edge to it, and I was like, oh, that's okay. And so, according to Jacob,
Yeah, his wife leaves him in the first episode 4 of season 3. Like, he makes it clear that they went through a really messy divorce and they separated and things were really rough for him. And after Stoney fucking drops everything and leaves,
Tom Cruise leaves.
Tom Cruise just fucking
He
bails.
leaves the cult.
He's gone. He went off to live in fucking nowhere, Michigan, after having a...
I thought you said it was Montana.
Whatever. The M state.
Yeah, one of many M states.
The M state.
The M state.
And he very selflessly just like tries to pick up the
took
reins.
over the show. Yes,
and he works as hard as he can on it, and he is a nice man. Mm-hmm. Maybe he's actually a dick in real life. Maybe,
I don't know. Maybe his character is a really good guy.
Maybe Suzushiro is the nice guy in real life, and he's
Twist.
he's like just trying to really like under the pressure of internetness.
Well, there's a really revealing moment, not about Suzu, but about Stoney, where he's like, he basically says, I'm not good at being a guild master, even though
he's not good at leading raids.
And I'm like, isn't that the whole point of this?
So he has to...
Why are you doing
this? He
this?
has to delegate to people.
It was a really funny, revealing moment. He's the one I wanted to know more about, because he
is an enigma.
Such a character.
Suzushiro, if you're somehow listening to this after I don't know.
I hate the character, not you personally.
Yeah. If we find out a way to send this to you, if you ever found out where Stoney went, can we?
Oh, he's just on Twitter. He just hangs out on Twitter.
Oh well, no, Suzushiro, but
no, Stoney.
What?
One Rich Malloy. He's just on Twitter. Yeah, he's doing tech stuff. He follows them all.
Rich Malloy. Come on to this podcast.
After we call it Tom Cruise,
Tom Cruise.
Take that as you will. That could be a compliment or a devastating critique.
Holy shit. What did you think about Heroic Gunship?
Which one was that?
He explains the fight pretty clearly. The thing about Heroic Gunship is that you slap your dick against the keyboard repeatedly. And repeatedly.
There's an episode where they just decide they're going to kill Stoney constantly.
Yeah.
And that's all. And I kept expecting something to happen. And I'm like, oh, okay. So this is just about killing and teabagging Stoney.
Yeah.
Cool. Why'd this need to be an episode?
Happy.
It's funny, though. I did actually find, despite the fact that it was a bit of a relief that the second season episodes were shorter, I kind of wanted them to be longer. I needed more.
Yeah. They go back.
It's not enough. No, the bit where they go to BlizzCon is probably the best and most revealing part of it, especially Stoney's attempts to get. I mean, people are they're playing the game, but like that he gets all these people to say you're watching big crits.
You know what I managed to fucking find? So I was doing research on this, and so I had to look at all of these people and be like, okay, this person does this person does this.
Yeah.
So who's Mia Rose? She's one of the people who says, you're watching Big Crits, and I had never heard of her.
Okay.
So I was like...
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
What's going on with this? So I Google World of Warcraft Mia Rose.
Rose.
She did the pornography film adaptation XXX World of Warcraft. And I gotta tell you, apparently there was a huge blowout with her and the World of Warcraft community because she was a sex-positive woman in the 2000s.
The 2000s.
And she did cosplay a lot, and they were sometimes revealing.
Often are, yes.
well, I think perhaps more so in her case or something like that. It was weird. Like, there was a lot of hate directed towards her from, I presume, men. And she basically got ostracized, I think, in part because she did this very ridiculous, very, very ridiculous porn parody of Warcraft. And
People can't take a joke, man. Or apparently they can't take.
so I watched it.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't actually. I
I would have respected you so much more if that was true. Continue.
Want to watch it?
No.
Fine, I'll fucking watch it then.
Get to the point.
But it was just so sad
Yeah.
watching all of these names,
Yeah.
including Chris Metzen, man who loves green orc meat,
Oh.
and it's the most. I think we have the inverse problem. You find that show the most human. Find that episode the most human. I find that episode the most pathetic.
Oh, interesting.
Because it's the most.
See, I'm not ensconced enough in the culture.
Please
of it.
love us.
Yeah.
Watch our show.
I mean, I got that. I did get
yeah.
that. But the scenes where they're in the hotel room and they're having fun.
Oh, yeah.
Even Suzu's kind of fun in those episodes.
Suzu's a normal person.
Yeah, he's just a guy.
Damn.
So I give Big Chris a thumb up.
A single
actual thumb up, unironically.
This is also the first time you're using the thumb system.
I think I've used it before, but like only to.
Oh my God, Rich!
Rich!
I thought you were lost to the ages. I believe the hype of the show.
So, Jacob, what did I make you watch?
You made me watch the Tommy Knockers again.
A second time, and then a third, and not a fourth.
You made me watch Lost in Translation, a movie about white people not understanding Japan.
Yes, I'm sure. Yeah.
Oh boy.
We'll see about
Sam.
I had some feelings about how this was going to go.
What'd you like about this piece of shit?
Bill Murray is a lot of fun. He creates a great deal of pathos for his character. He's kind of a dick too, but like a dick I'm invested in.
Bill Murray isn't playing a good guy here.
No, he's definitely not. I like ScarJo. That's her earliest role, I think. Yeah. She was like 19 or something. So I think she does quite well with that. I think some people don't like her in it, and we'll see what you think. I think it's filmed very well. I think it loves Japan, even though it sort of doesn't understand Japan.
The movie likes Japan.
Yeah.
The cinematographer loves Japan.
Yeah.
The scriptwriter was anxious about Japan.
Yeah.
It's not that they didn't like it. It's
Okay.
that they were just a bit anxious.
So would you summarize the film for us?
So, Lost in Translation. This is a moment where I should have written notes. Lost in Translation is a movie about two white people feeling very entitled about how their lives should go and how happy they should be. Bill Murray is playing as a Tom Hanks, Tom Cruise-esque.
I think he's more Tom Hanks.
Yeah,
if Tom Hanks were like failing in his career,
but he did action movies.
Yeah, that's true.
He had done a lot of action movies, but he's obviously kind of in the twilight of his career.
Yeah.
Where he's having to do like weird ads.
Well, that's a real thing, right?
Yeah. And there's this very interesting, strained scene that is basically the thesis statement of the movie, where Bill Hanks is sitting down for a filming of this ad, and the Japanese director is just going on a spiel to the translator and is gesticulating wildly and doing like this whole artistic thing, and then the translator kind of meekly goes, he would like you to speak with passion. I'm sorry. with passion, yes, and to turn while you say in passion. And I forget the name of the whiskey. It's like
Suntory Time.
Suntory Time.
Yeah, which I can't remember if it's real. It's based on Francis Ford Coppola going over and doing ads with Kurosawa for whiskey.
Oh my god. Yeah. So
anyway, so it's and then there's this young woman.
And constantly the director saying, like, talking for minutes at a time, and then the translator being able to sort of dissect that into here is a sentence, and it's not enough information. It's never enough information, and Bill Murray looks at the camera and it's like damn, and the just Seinfeld theme and credits.
Yeah, that's what
produced by Dick Wolf. And so ScarJo is playing a young wife a photographer.
He works in movies. He's like
But
it's been a while since
he works
I've...
with models as well.
Yeah.
I think he's just a professional photographer.
Yeah. Well, there's a real life thing about that we'll go into later.
And he's cheating on her.
Or implied.
He's cheating on her.
Okay.
It's more that their relationship isn't just great.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's kind of I care a lot about my work and my friends, and I'm dumber than you, and I feel threatened by how smart you are, Skojo.
Yeah.
And Skojo's like, I think I shacked up with the wrong high school sweetheart here.
Mm-hmm.
I should have gone with Gary, the guy in the leather coat. And
We all should have gone with Gary. The guy
Gary.
with the coat. Oh, Gary.
Suzu.
That's
And eventually Bill Murray and Skojo meet up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm terrified. I'm going to say Bill Murray. I think I'm saying Bill Murray and I say Tom Hanks.
I'll tell you if you say Tom Hanks.
Because I'm just that fucking terrified.
They do look a lot alike.
In this movie in particular,
Yeah,
he looks like
yeah.
a really rough Tom Hanks.
Yeah, he's seen a few things.
And so Skojo meets Tom. Oh my god, Bill Murray. And Bill Murray is also having far more entitled problems with his wife.
Yeah.
Where his wife is doing all of the fucking work. And he's like in Japan,
Yeah.
just, having fun, eating Japanese. And
Getting shot with an air rifle.
And so begins this weird whirlwind romance of a guy getting to go through a happy midlife crisis moment.
Mm-hmm.
And Skojo...
Scarjo.
Scarjo...
Scarlett Johansson.
Getting to go with a lovely, dignified, swarthy older man who's...
Swarthy?
What does swarthy mean?
Swarthy is like kind of a dark person. Like someone...
Yeah?
Okay.
He looks fucking weathered, but like he's experienced. He knows what life's about, and they...
Well, he kind of doesn't.
But he doesn't. Obviously,
Yeah.
he doesn't. Fucking Bill Murray doesn't know shit.
Oh, Bill Murray. So, it's sort of...
It's a
It's a very moody movie. There's not a lot of
very
plot to
white
it.
movie.
It's a very white movie.
But here's the thing.
Okay.
This is another... Is it Godfather or is it Chinatown moment?
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Because a lot of movies copied this after
Yes.
after Lost in Translation
Yes.
happened. Not directly.
No, but that mood and that...
The mood
yeah,
and
very
and
quiet.
This was kind of the beginning, not
Yeah.
directly, but sort of what would become Manic Pixie Dream Girl.
I would say it predates that. And I
Oh,
don't
no,
even...
no, that's what I'm saying, is that it predates that,
Yeah.
but then that a lot of copies happen, then that sort of morphs
Yeah.
into Manic Pixie Dream Girl.
That's interesting, because I don't think she fills in... I don't think she fills
doesn't,
that archetype.
but Bill Murray does.
Oh, that's an interesting way.
Yeah, that's how I would...
He's the Manic Pixie Dream Girl.
Yeah.
Interesting. I like this interpretation of this film.
And I'm not as enamored with the cinematography as you are.
No, yeah,
I
sure.
think it's a bit early.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those things where it doesn't... The shots get better later. Like other movies who kind of do these sort of...
Well, you know who directed this?
It's Coppola's kid.
Yeah, it's Coppola's daughter.
Yeah.
Sophia. Yep. A notoriously bad actor, but quite good director, I would say.
Yeah. And that famous scene where Tom Murray...
Tom Murray.
That one was intentional. Tom Murray whispers sweet nothings into...
In Ghost Castaway. Wilson, don't cross the streams.
Oh no! And then he's back home and he's like, I was a Ghostbuster for 5 years and he remarried? I can't believe this!
Slimer, how could you betray me?
Slimer! No. She marries Slimer.
She marries Slimer, yeah.
No!
Oh, this is a tangent. So what did you... So, okay, did you like this?
I wanted to like this.
Interesting.
I wanted this to be a Godfather. Where it would
But
just,
it was
it would
Chinatown?
transcend it. It would just be like, oh man, isn't this so... It's too whiny.
Yeah,
It's too whiny.
And I haven't watched it in a few years, so I don't know if it really holds up.
Scarlett Johansson, she needs a divorce.
Oh, yeah.
Or like just to get out of that relationship.
Yeah.
But Bill Murray, grow the fuck
Oh,
up.
I know, he's a great... Well, I think that's kind of his lesson at the end.
Yeah, is like... I feel like there are people who watch this movie and are like, oh, they're gonna hook up later.
No. No.
I want
That's
this,
the whole point, is that they don't.
The moral of the fucking story is Bill Murray is like, oh, I'm being her age, and I'm 3 times her age.
I think that's what he learns.
I hope that's what he learns.
I found it's funny. I think it was one of those things where if
Bill Murray, if you want to be on this.
Bill, we were happy to have you.
Tom.
Tom, Bill, either one of you, both of you. I think it was one of those movies that I saw when I was like in my early 20s, and it just hit that sweet spot, like when you're in college or university,
Where
and
you
just kinda
identify
like,
so
you
much.
identify with it, and it's kind of like it's very sad, but it's
take it
also
too
kind of
seriously.
uplifting. Yeah, I think it's probably it's all right.
That sad.
Yeah,
Because I didn't quite have enough empathy for Scarlett
I
Johansson.
get
'cause
the
I'm a monster.
I think I just get the ennui thing. What's interesting about
See, I don't let myself feel ennui.
what's interesting about that subplot, and I think it has been denied that this is what it is, but there was an idea that the husband character is supposedly based off of her former husband Spike Jonze, who made Eternal Sunshine. Is it made? No. He made Being John Malkovich, and amongst other things, and that Sofia Coppola was married to him, and there's sort of an idea that this relationship is based on that. Although I think, like I said, I think they've denied it. But there is kind of a bit where there's like a Cameron Diaz actor who was in Being John Malkovich, and so some people have made some
and she's a bit of a. I'm trying to find the polite word
who
for it.
plays her. I don't really care.
What's the polite word for who that person is?
I think we can fill in the gaps there.
Okay, we can fill in the gaps there. So it's she's interested in him.
Yeah.
Again, another weird piece of media where a woman who is way out of a guy's league is weirdly interested.
I don't know if what's his name?
He looks like the human equivalent of oatmeal.
That's an interesting way to.
He is so fucking boring looking.
Is it who I think it is? This is more stuff.
Sam, put in more celebrity. By Nightwish.
By night. Oh man, I would kill for that cover.
Shine.
It is Giovanni Ribisi. Speaking of Scientology,
Is he a fucking Scientologist?
he's a fucking Scientologist.
Well, he is the moral equivalent of
I don't know if he's oatmeal.
He looks more like a human being in that picture, but that's him older.
Yes.
In that movie, he looks like a dude. I could replace him with a 2D cutout of Tom Hanks, and it would work out fine. Tom, it's you. Hey, how's it going? I want to break up with you, wife.
To be fair, yeah, I can't quite break up with Scarlett Johansson. Who are you? Okay, so here's the other anecdote I forgot about Lost in Translation. That was the most awkward date I ever had. So let me tell you this story. It's short. I had a date. I won't say her name because she unfriended me. So that's later on.
That hatchet's been buried.
Yeah. So I had a date, and we went back to my place, and we were like, kind of, what are we gonna do? Let's watch a movie, and we started watching Lost in Translation.
That is the wrong movie to have in a romantic evening.
No, I think it's okay, but this
Sam,
person.
You think it's okay?
Yeah, that's my downfall. And there's a certain point about I don't think it was halfway through. She just started crying, and I had to stop the movie, and I was like, what's wrong? And she's like, she had just identified so strongly with Scarlett Johansson and just was kind of a wreck. And I was like, well...
While she was in a relationship with you?
No, it wasn't. We weren't in a relationship. This was just like a one-time date thing. Yeah.
Because I was like, man, you had brought her to cry because you were the...
I know. I was Giovanni Ribisi.
Yeah, you were the boring photographer cheating on
it was
her.
just like a one-time date thing, and that was kind of it.
I watched this movie, and Scarlett Johansson's in a shittier situation.
Yeah.
It's not great.
Yeah.
She probably has no one to turn to in her time of need, except
Bill
Murray.
Bill Hanks. Yeah.
You freaked me out there. I thought I had gotten Bill's name completely wrong. I was like, what?
Who is this man? It's like you have this for Bill Murray and Tom Hanks, and the rest of the world has this for Bill Pullman and Bill Paxton.
Who the fuck are these people?
R.I.P. There you go.
And God, just that character of Bill Murray being like, he's in a fucking bath not even a onsen, but he's in like a bath, and his wife calls him, dealing with their many children, trying to figure out this office for him that he gives no shits about. It's like, I think when I come home, I want to eat healthier, like the Japanese, and just being like a 20-something yuppie. She's like, well, why don't you just fucking stay there if you like it so much? And he's like, well, maybe I will. I'm like, Christ, what is...
I will say that it follows, that particular aspect of his character does follow a trope I don't like very much in
whiny
movies.
white person.
The whiny, no, well, it's more specifically the whiny white person with the quote-unquote shallow wife.
She's not shallow.
No, she's not. Well, what the movie kind of is presenting her in that way, or maybe that's just like the grammar of the film.
Yeah, I think it's the grammar.
Because it just made me think of that shitty American Beauty, which is not.
Film is painting her as a villain.
Yeah, but
You're
she's not.
right, but she's not.
But again, I think the movie is more on her side, and that he's kind of being a jerk, and I mean, it was made by a woman, so I
think the grammar is tricking you.
Yeah, that might be it. But I think it's that, like, this is another like catchphrase for us. Mocking the thing sometimes means becoming the thing.
Yeah.
So
It's a catchphrase for you.
yeah.
Mine is Catterday.
We're actually recording this on Catterday.
Catterday!
I brought you a cat.
Yay.
So, what would you give this?
Thumb up.
Thumb up? Okay. All right. This is interesting. My punishment was a thumb up, and you.
I just like.
It wasn't horrible. It wasn't. It has its moments.
It has its moments.
The part where he sings that song, the karaoke scene.
Oh no, I couldn't stand.
Oh, I love that scene.
The problem is I can't stand watching people sing badly.
Yeah.
It's just I wanted to like this more than I did.
Yeah. Fair enough.
It's classic.
That's more than you usually give my stuff.
What the fuck ever.
So
I wanted to give this a half thumb up, but I was like, no. It's better than the things I've given.
For my benefit.
Yeah, it's better than other things I've given a half thumb up to.
What's our linking theme?
Has to be K.
It has to be K. And
you know how relieved I was to have to record something that wasn't K?
What did you guys... Oh, did you guys do a linking theme?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm very excited. I'm excited what the letter was.
Yeah.
Don't tell me. I'll go find it when I edit it.
Cut this out. More celebrity.
More celebrity. So I feel like the linking theme isn't really anything to do with either of the media we watch, but it's kind of Scientology. But I don't know anything about Scientology that starts with a K.
Doesn't something start with a K?
Let's look up Scientology terms.
Caboodle.
Caboodle.
Konichiwa.
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 Jacob Waskow does it again. I was going to suggest Kawaii, but that was...
No.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. All right. That's the linking theme. So, Jacob, what are you going to get me to do next time?
Sam,
that time again.
I hate to do this to you.
No, don't punish me again.
No, it's not a punishment.
Okay.
I genuinely enjoyed what I'm about to get to.
Okay. All right.
But it's a double whammy.
Oof.
Like this is like 2 pasta meals in a day.
All right. I can handle pasta. I
I want you to watch the first 10 or 20 so episodes.
Okay.
Well, as much as you feel is fair.
Oh shit. Okay.
Of the smash hit reality TV show Terrace House.
Ooh, interesting. I kind of had a feeling that's where you were going. Okay.
In the Big in the City or whatever it is, not the actual first Terrace House. The first one's on Netflix.
I trust podcast host deity Griffin McElroy on this one.
The house is called John Linnell. That's the next place we move to is Griffin McElroy.
We'll finally break free of our TMBG references, or rather our Homestar Runner references, which are TMBG references. Just ignore everything I just said. That's just nonsense.
Cut it out.
Jacob,
more celebrity.
This is going to be a tough one on you, I think. In honor of the movie that just came out, Annihilation, you were going to be watching, and you knew this was coming eventually, Ex Machina.
Let's go give it to you.
And that's our final thought. Thanks to Irritating Rainbow. See you next week.